So then guys, later on this year in 2025, we're going to be getting a whole new iPhone introduced, and this is going to be known as the iPhone 17 Slim or the iPhone 17 Air, or it could be a brand new name altogether from Apple. But for the purpose of this video, we'll refer it to it as the iPhone 17 Air, because this sort of goes along the lines of sort of Apple's sort of naming kind of convention language out there right now. Now this new iPhone, I'm going to say this, there's a lot of people who love the idea of it and a lot of people who hate the idea of it. And today I want to go over everything that we know about the iPhone 17 Air that is going to be coming out in about 7.5 months time, not 6 months time. And I want to give you my opinion, what I think about this iPhone too. So the idea of an iPhone 17 Air was first introduced to us around about 15 months ago or so, that Apple could develop an even thinner iPhone. And a lot of us thought this wasn't going to be possible, but then when we got the introduction of, say, the iPad Pro, when that came along and it had its sort of dimensions and its thickness at 5.1 millimeters and 5.3 millimeters, then we started to wonder that yeah, this could actually be a possibility from Apple, especially they put an M4 inside the iPad Pro, that Apple could actually say put the likes of, say, an A18 or an A19 in a slimmer kind of phone coming out in the future. And over the last sort of, say, 6 months or so, I'd say the most ever since, say, the likes of just before the iPhone 16s came out, we've been hearing even more that Apple are going to be making a very, very thin phone out there. Now, what we've heard about this new iPhone is that it's going to be probably as thin as between, say, 5.5 millimeters to 6 millimeters thick. And the last time we had a phone which was just over 6 millimeters thick was actually the iPhone 6 series. So really, it's been a while since we actually had that. Now, personally, in my opinion, what I'm going to say this about having a thinner phone in my pocket, I think it's a good thing to have. Whether I'll notice the difference, it's another thing all entirely. And especially, I don't know about you, but I normally equip my iPhone with a case. I don't normally have it like naked, like this iPhone 16 sitting here on the desk. I have a case inside of it, and you know, I do want to protect my phone, and this actually thickens it out a little bit more. And I can imagine that obviously a lot of you guys as well, if you're going to get yourself an Air kind of phone out there, you're probably going to want to put a case on it, and yeah, it's going to be slightly thicker. So to really be honest with you straight away, the actual thinness and the idea of this iPhone, yeah, it's not something that I would probably say that I might love from day one. But you know, I think I'm just going to have it in my pocket, and also have, say, the likes of, say, an iPhone sort of 17 Pro in my pocket at the same time to actually see the actual difference, if it's really making an impact to actually have a thinner phone out there. Now, the other thing that we've heard about this new iPhone is actually going to be a brand new screen size altogether. We're actually going to get something that's going to be in the range of about a 6.5 inch display. Now, funny enough, I would say that we actually have seen a 6.5 inch display before. We had this like with when we had, say, the iPhone sort of 11 Pro Max, it was around about that sort of size. And then obviously from the iPhone 12 series, it went up, and then the 16, it went up even more. But, you know, to go back to that kind of size again, it's going to be interesting to see that Apple are going to introduce this kind of new size altogether, all again, in a brand new design. And I'm going to say that, you know, obviously the bezels around this phone are going to be really, really thin. So yeah, this is going to be interesting to see with that, to go back to something that size. Now, there are two big upgrades that I'm really happy about this phone's going to have, but there's also two sort of things that are going to make me kind of not want to possibly get this new phone. Now, first of all, is going to be that it's going to be the first kind of non-Pro iPhone out there to actually have a Pro Motion display. And this is really, really great news to hear, that we're finally going to get Pro Motion inside a normal kind of iPhone out there, you know, not having the Pro name next to it. So Pro Motion being added, 120 Hertz, that is going to be fantastic news to actually hear that we're going to get that. The other thing that I'm excited for too is that we've also heard we're going to be getting a new kind of scratch resistant and kind of a new kind of anti-reflectant kind of coat on the actual screen display. So when you're out and about using that screen, this is going to be really, really great to actually have that Pro Motion display nice and bright, and I'm really, really excited for this. But there are also two big downers too that I want to tell you about, but I'm going to tell you about them right after I tell you about the giveaway we're doing on this channel. And that is for this right here. This here is a Mac Mini with an M4 Pro inside of it. We've got 512GB gigabytes of storage. We've also got 24 gigabytes of RAM, and we've also got the M4 Pro with the baseline 12-core version inside of it. And I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber on this channel near the end of March time, and you can enter this giveaway right now. All you have to do at this stage at the moment is just put down into the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025. Maybe it's going to be a new iPhone, maybe it's going to be yourself a new Mac Mini, maybe it's going to be a PS5 Pro or Switch 2, I cannot wait for that, or maybe it's going to be a new RTX graphics card from Nvidia. Let me know in the comments below what you're planning to get. And then also at the same time, like I said, there is a second part to the giveaway, and that is that's going to be in a video happening near the end of March time where there'll be a form to fill in, and I'll also be giving you the details of when I'm going to do the live stream to give away this Mac Mini. And you won't want to miss out on that video when that comes out. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell too. The last thing I just want to quickly say to you guys is that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me, telling you to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people, as you can see right here. Please do report them. Now, moving on from this, let me tell you about two downers to do with the iPhone 17 Air, what I've heard about and what we've been told about. And that is, first of all, we're only going to get one camera on the back of this, just a wide camera. And this is quite confusing to actually hear this, especially that, you know, the likes of, say, a normal iPhone 16 has the wide and the ultra wide. To take away even, say, the ultra wide, just have the wide instead. Yeah, this just seems quite unusual for Apple to actually do this. It does feel like a downgrade from, you know, what Apple traditionally normally do. So yeah, I'm not too happy about that. I'm going to be deadly honest. You know, I'd rather have a slightly thicker phone and have two cameras on the very least than have, say, a more thinner phone with just one camera on the back. And to be honest, that also worries me for the next thing, that if we're going to go thinner in the phone, what about battery life? You know, I am really skeptical that obviously the battery life is going to be, you know, reduced quite a bit here, especially if a thinner battery cell is going to have to be put inside of the phone. And it does make me wonder what kind of battery life we're going to get, and that it could be one of the worst battery lives in the current Apple lineup after like the new iPhone SE, if that comes out, you know, this year in 2025, what the battery life of the iPhone sort of 17 Air is going to be like. So yeah, I am a little bit nervous about that. But really guys, that is all my thoughts behind the iPhone 17 Air. What are your thoughts about the new iPhone coming out? Is it something that you want to get your hands on? Is it something you're going to completely avoid altogether? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit the notification bell too. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye bye.